The Way I Love You, Rodney Jerkins. We recorded this song in Atlantic City, and for some reason it reminded me of So Into You. It has that same vibe to me, so instantly I knew that was a record that had to go on my album. Happy. Shep Crawford. It was just a feel-good record. And one of the first songs that I think we recorded, so too grown for that. Rodney Jerkins, Dark Child. And I love that song. I mean, I think it's speaking to for every woman who goes to the club, and you know, the one guy who never should approach you is the only one that has the confidence to, and you just want to have a good time. You know, that's for those women. So I just love it, and the beat is ridiculous.
I don't like it. I don't like it, man. When every dude in the club trying to grab my hand. I don't like it. When I'm walking by, you're trying to say something slick, cause I'm looking fly. I don't like it. When you call me out my name and get mad, cause I said no to your drink. Why can't you just let me breathe, enjoy the music, get off of me? You make me wanna pull my hair.
Me.
That's our joint right there.
Me. I love drama, and I love big songs. I love songs that build up, and one of the great things that I love about Shep is he has a great way of telling a story, and he always has twists and turns. Whenever he brings a song to me, it's like, okay, it's not just going to be a song. There's going to be something that you have to listen for, because he's going to tell you a story. And Me was one of those songs that it's just, as a singer, it's just a beautiful song to sing, and there's obviously wonderful meaning behind it. That I love performing that song.
Yeah, and she married the song directly. I mean, her voice on it, the story. I knew after coming off of Stranger and doing such a big record together that had the twist to it, that we had to come with another song that had another twist for her fans who are looking for that on the album. We definitely have a couple of songs on here that definitely gives that, and Me was definitely one of them. So we're happy about it.
And her name is Me, and she loves me more than you'll ever know. And I finally see that loving you and loving me just don't seem to work at all. So patiently, she's waiting on me to tell you that she needs love, and to choose between you two. Boy, you know if I have to choose, I choose me.
Can't get enough. Whew. Shep was telling me some lyric that I said on there that I was like, did I say that? I had no idea. But you'll have to hear that for yourself. But it's Rodney Jerkins, Can't Get Enough. And I think it's just a sexy ballad. When I think about you, I think about giving myself to you. 'Cause you know I want you, babe, and I would do anything. And I know you're thinking the same thing, babe. So come and get it, get it. There is a cover on this album, on Between Friends. I covered Daydreamin', Aretha Franklin. I grew up Windsor, Ontario, right across the border from Motown. So, of course, Aretha Franklin, I mean, you know, I think every singer would say she's probably the ultimate, you know, vocalist. And Daydream is such a beautiful song. And, of course, Shep tweaked it a little, but the essence of it is still there. And hopefully she'll like it. I love Last First Kiss. I think it's very clever. Shep wrote that in a very clever way. When he was playing it for me, he's like, get it? My last first kiss? I'm hoping you're my last first kiss? I'm like, okay, I get it. But it's a love song. It's a love song. It's about, you know, meeting someone and hoping that this is the one. When a Woman, another Shep Crawford woman's anthem. Shep told me one day, I don't know what we were talking about, but he said something about when a woman's crying, that's when you're all right. Is when she stops crying that you need to be nervous. And of course, he writes a song about it, and I was like, that is true, because he's like, when she stops crying, that's when she's thinking about plotting against you. So, and of course, he had to write a song about it, and it's very empowering. Can It Be was just, Why Can't It Be was just a fun hangout. We were hanging out at the studio, having a good time record that's just, laid back. Protect My Heart, I actually co-wrote that with my one of my good friends, Nora Jones. Did I say Nora Jones? Not Nora Jones. No, I don't even know Nora Jones. Nora Payne, hello. Nora Payne is my friend in my wedding, bridesmaid. But she co-wrote a lot of songs, Toni Braxton, a lot of different other artists. So she's a great writer, and Shep and I co-wrote that with her, and she came down to Florida, and we hung out, and and came up with great music. Love and I is so much drama. I see that, when I recorded that song, it just reminded me of a movie, like, the girl's running towards the guy, and it's just this dramatic song, which, may never be a single per se, but it's one of those songs that when people hear the album, it may just be their favorite because it's just so simple and it's so dramatic that vocally, it's a song that you can definitely take to, Apollo and perform it. Have to Go Through It was the continuation for Eric Benet and I from Spend My Life, and I called him up, and I told him I have this great song. Shep Crawford wrote it. I sent it to him, MP3, so he got it in like 2.2 seconds, and he called me back like, I'm down, and it was so easy, and that's when things are meant to be, when they just kind of happen just so easily. You don't have to worry. It doesn't take forever to get it done. It's just like he said yes, and we went in the studio, he did his part, and I love it. Almost is a song that in between the time I put the album out in South Africa and the time that I knew my release date for America and for the rest of the world per se, I knew that I wanted to add bonus tracks, and Shep sent me that song, and immediately I was like, it's like a hip-hop ballad. So and it's one of those situations where you just what if, one of those what if songs. What if I did this, what if I did that? So I just think it's beautiful. Sitting Here on the Job was actually a interlude for the album, and every time we played the album, it was actually to set up My Last First Kiss. It started off as an interlude, so it was something that, sitting here on the job, hoping that you call me. It was just supposed to set up Last First Kiss, and then everyone was like, it's over? And we're like, yeah, that's what an interlude is. And so everyone was just like, you need to finish it up. So we went back in the studio before the release in America, and we finished it up and made it a song. I mean, for any album, you record like 40 songs, and you choose your top. In this case, I think I ended up with like 15 or something like that songs. So, you record so many that you forget, which ones, because there are songs that I recorded that I love, but that just didn't fit with this body of work.